Senators vote to end U.S. support for Saudi Arabia in bloody Yemen war, despite GOP objections.
Here's a summary of the article.
Washington: A slim majority of senators voted Thursday to end U.S. support for a Saudi Arabian military campaign in Yemen that has been blamed for tens of thousands of deaths and mass starvation. The vote provides the biggest rebuke yet of a three-year U.S. policy that the Trump administration says it has no plans to end. Because the resolution was considered privileged under the 1973 War Powers Act, which limits military actions abroad without a formal congressional declaration of war, senators were able to force a vote on it after an initial attempt to bring it up failed in March. Outrage over the Khashoggi killing, fresh accusations of war crimes by the Saudis and their partners in Yemen, and fierce advocacy have helped the bill's advocates rack up significant new support. Senators faced uncharted territory in forcing a vote to curtail the president's war-making powers, including the possibility of unlimited amendments that threatened to kill the effort once more. It was backed by GOP leadership and other hawks in the Senate, who opposed ending U.S. support for the Saudis. With many in Washington expecting the Senate vote to go as it did, the GOP-controlled House moved preemptively and used a controversial provision in a must-pass spending bill to block the House from considering any version of the Yemen bill this session, making it harder to amplify the congressional condemnation.
This post received a score of 36,271, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It's kind of sad that it took the murder of one man to make them act against the murder of thousands, but this is positive.
This is non-binding. Far from binding actually. Just an FYI.
Not only is it non-binding, but Paul Ryan slipped something into a recent farm bill that said the House wouldn't be able to vote on a resolution to punish the Saudis for what's happening in Yemen.
What the actual fuck?
Far too many politicians have completely lost sight of the point of their positions. If people just genuinely served in the best interests of the people they represent and the planet as a whole, this world would be a much, much better place. Instead we get sneaky shit like this, self-serving backroom deals and campaigns run on mudslinging instead of focusing on what's good for the country, and we all lose out on so much because of it. I don't know how or even if it can be done, but the political systems in this country desperately need a serious overhaul if we hope to get more decent people into leadership roles.
We need a constitutional amendment that requires everything added to a bill be directly related to the core subject. If it's a farm bill, all the amendments need to be farm-related and not blocking a vote on Yemen, defunding Planned Parenthood, or whatever other nonsense they add. No more giant omnibus bills either.
Saudis eat stuff grown on farms. Seriously, wait for some fucker to justify it that way.
Yeah, the mental gymnastics are gonna be ridiculous.
Well, you see, I know this bill is a vote on canola production and not international politics, but hear me out. I propose we give the Saudis a $2 billion weapons deal as a part of this bill. Why? That's ridiculous and completely irrelevant to this bill, you might say. Well, the answer is simple. Canola plants naturally produce vegetable oils which can be used as an alternative fuel source in diesel engines. This undermines the oil-based Saudi economy and threatens international peace and stability, as our good friends in the Middle East rely on oil exports to maintain their kingdom. We should repay the Saudis for this potential threat to their primary economic contributor by providing them the tools to defend themselves from their rowdy neighbors.
Greater than 56 to 41 vote. Who the fuck are the 41?
Nay votes. 1. Alexander RTN 2. Barrasso R-Way 3. Blunt R-Mo 4. Boozman RR 5. Burr RNC 6. Capito RWV 7. Cassidy RLA 8. Corker RTN 9. Cornyn RTX 10. Cotton RR 11. Croppo RID 12. Cruz RTX 13. Enzi R-Way 14. Ernst REA 15. Fisher R-Nay 16. Gardner RCO 17. Grassley REA 18. Hatch RUT 19. Hoven RND 20. Hyde Smith RMS 21. Inhove ROK 22. Isakson RGA 23. Johnson RY 24. Kennedy RLA 25. Kyle RAS 26. Langford ROK 27. McConnell RKY 28. Murkowski RAK 29. Perdue RGA 30. Portman RO 31. Risch RID 32. Roberts RKs 33. Rue
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.